shortly indeed, but he has just confirmed, as we all thought, he's a big step nearer to buying his own Chinese restaurant, which is his goal. A rather unique goal. Mark Wilson, Paul Nicholson with you, but Hood, I mean, you said before a dart was thrown, you thought he'd win 4-1, Nico, and you were bang on the money. He played really well. Nico didn't do a great deal wrong. He just didn't get enough opportunities.
I just get the feeling that Justin is playing with more chips at the minute. I think he's under a little less pressure coming into a debut World Championship. I think Mikkel has almost institutionalized a little bit into coming to the Worlds and defending something, whether it's prize money or trying to save his tour card. Maybe for the first time today he had a little bit of freedom, and we saw a little snippet of what Ryan Mikkel can do on the stage, but unfortunately, like I said, he's playing against someone today who's just had more chips, more confidence, more freedom, and that's why I thought Justin would win. It turns out he did win by 4-1, but there's one thing Ryan Mikkel can take away from this tournament. It is that even in a defeat, he threw some wonderful darts. The set where he had the 1-4-6 and the 1-4-7 back-to-back, that's confirmation of what he can do on a big stage in front of 3,500 darts. Crazy people out there. So he leaves with a big check of £35,000 and possibilities for 2026.
Yeah, the first of three this afternoon. Still to come, Nathan Aspinall against Kevin Dutz. We'll have Ricky Evans against the debutant Charlie Manby up next tonight. Josh Rock, World Cup winner this year, has been in 5 finals other than that as well. He takes on Callan Ridds. And then we start round 4. James Hurrell, the hillbilly who knocked out Stephen Bunting in the previous round. He takes on Ryan Searle, who demolished Martin Schindler. He's yet to drop a set, Ryan Searle. He has been dominant. And then it's the return of the defending world champion, Luke Littler. He too yet to drop a set, having beaten Labanauskas, Davis and Suljevic en route. He takes on Rob Cross. Rob Cross beat Damon Heta yesterday by 4-0. They have got form on this stage as well. It's going to be an interesting one, that Littler. I think everyone, Nico, presuming that Rob Cross will fall by the wayside, but if the real Rob Cross turns up, then who knows what might happen tonight.
Yeah, I do wonder which version we're going to get from Rob. I like the way he played against Damon Heta. I think it was patient. He is someone who's never outscored anyone very much in his career. He's been that opportunistic player who would take out a big shot or a key combination to win sets or win crucial legs before a break in match play as well. He's going to need to squeeze everything he's got tonight to beat Littler. It would be a huge shock if he were to take out the world number 1. But when someone's won this title before, and it is within the last decade, and he has won titles in 2025, albeit not for quite a few months, Rob is talking a very good game. He's not outwardly talking to the public saying, I'm going to win the tournament. I think he's strategically trying to go through one game at a time, and it doesn't come any harder than tonight.
No, it doesn't indeed. 2 more still to come this afternoon, including rapid Ricky Evans. He's taking on another debutant in Charlie Manby. Winner of this one, he'll take on Jan van Veen in the last 16. Ricky Evans, well, I know you've been number crunching on Ricky Evans, and the stats suggest he maybe could be in for a hard time this afternoon.
I think he is in for a hard time. Charlie's played a lot of darts this year. Let's face it, he's under no pressure. He's in the same sort of boat as Justin Hood, who's just made his way through to the last 16 on debut. Charlie Manby, yes, the only way really where he could feel some pressure is if he wins this game and he wins his next one after that, which would be against Jan van Veen, someone he knows very well from the development tour. He would get into the top 64 in the world and get a tour card for 2026 and not have to go to Q School in January. That's pretty much the only thing that constitutes pressure for Charlie here this afternoon and thereafter. But Evans, I just don't know. When it comes to this stage of the tournament, it's after Christmas. He's been to the last 32 6 times before. He's lost 6 times. And we use this phrasing of after the Lord Mayor show with some people who beat a favourite and then lose in the next round. The thing with Evans is, pre-Christmas, he's a different beast. He's got to bring that beast to post-Christmas. If he doesn't make the last 16, it's just another year, another last 32, and confirmation that he is sitting on a plateau that he can't get off.
Yeah, his 11th appearance at the Worlds. He beat Manlot Leung 3-0 and James Wade 3-2 on route. That win over Wade, spectacular, really. Played really well, Ricky Evans. But the thing that you've just hit the point there, he's inconsistent. That's the one thing you can expect from him. And as I said to you prior, when he's had a big game, you're almost expecting a letdown the game after.
Yeah, I think Evans' season, you're papering over the cracks because the running the Grand Slam to the quarterfinals, as great as it was, don't get me wrong, but that papers over the cracks of his season that hasn't been very good. I mean, in other places, he's played pretty well. He's made another quarterfinal on the Pro Tour in Players' Championship 16. 4 times he's been to the last 16. And I think that's not good enough for someone who thinks he's good enough to be in the top 16 in the world. And the stat that really got my attention, it took a little bit of unearthing, speaking to a few sources at the Modus Super Series and the people at iDarts who give us a lot of statistics. So Evans has played 113 games this season, which is a lot of games of darts. 6 ton plus averages for the season. That's 5%. You think to yourself, well, is that the norm? Well, why don't you compare that to Charlie Manby then? This is a very fair case. 297 games for Charlie. He's played Super Series darts at Modus. He's played Development Tour, Challenge Tour, a lot of short course stuff, as well as a couple of times on the Pro Tour as well. But he gets a ton plus average 7.5% of the time. So he's almost 50% more likely to have a big average. He's had 22 ton plus averages this year. And I think that is glaring.
Yeah, it is a stat that stands out, leaps off the page. Who will get through? We are closing in on knowing our last 16. We will know it by the end of the opening game tonight, because we have got just 3 third-round games left. Ricky Evans, Charlie Manby, Nathan Aspinall, Kevin Dukes, Josh Rock, Callan Ridge will round it off, and then we're into round 4 action tonight. You are, of course, listening to the World Darts Championship live on talkSPORT 2 in partnership with Village Hotels. Rooms from £59 in the Big Village sale. Book now at villagehotels.com. All that to come. We are waiting the players out onto the stage. Still got Nathan Aspinall against Kevin Dukes. Winner of that one will take on Luke Humphreys tomorrow. Josh Rock, Callan Ridge will take on, now we know, Justin Hood. So the draw really starting to pan out now, Paul. It's getting to the real serious time. And for those that win in this third round, guaranteed at least £60,000. And not only that, a shot at a cool 100,000 for each in the quarterfinals.
We're starting to talk about players as well that have never played in a game worth so much money. Justin Hood is going to be in a game in the next 24 to 36 hours worth 40 grand. That's never happened before. I'll be interested to see how he responds to that. He's a first-time last 16 participant, and we're about to get another one, which states that Charlie Manby or Ricky Evans, neither of them have played for a 40 grand check in addition to what they've got at this place.
And to put it into context, you're playing for 100 grand. That would normally mean you're in a major final. This is to get into a major quarter final. We will see what happens. We're getting ready for the action. It's going to be quick, that is for sure. Rapid Ricky Evans against Charlie Manby. Game 2 of the afternoon here. It's day 16 at the Alexandra Palace. You're live on talkSPORT 2.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome back to the action. We are coming to you live on Sky Sports from the Alexandra Palace, London. The third round action of the Paddy Power World Darts Championship, brought to you by the PDC. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet the players. Both players from England, and firstly, into the third round in his debut year, a winner of a development tour, Champagne Charlie.
That
taking part in
was
this
loud.
World Championship. He is without doubt the fastest player in the world. A UK Open semi-finalist and a Grand Prix quarter-finalist. Time to meet Rapid Ricky Evans!
Life is a mystery. Everyone must stand alone. I hear you call my name, and it feels like home. When you call my name, it's like a little prayer. I'm down on my
Ricky Evans has unearthed some green pom-poms. He's currently dancing on the stage with the cheerleaders, who I dare say doing better than he does. But Ricky Evans, big kiss for his mum on the walk-on, an emotional year for the Evans family, of course. But he's all smiles up there now. But maybe it's time for the real Ricky Evans to stand up. The laughing, joking Ricky Evans has never reached the last 16. He may never get a better opportunity than this. But Charlie Manby, the young debutant, has shown that he's got the credentials as well to make it through to the latter stages here. Paul Nicholson, which way do you think this one's going?
I think this is a really hard game to call. I think you've got two young men on the stage. Obviously, Charlie is 20 years of age. Ricky is now 35. And if I may say so, Mark, 15 years ago, Ricky was Charlie. When he was 20, he was starting to make waves in PDC darts, and we thought, what could he possibly do in the next 15 years? Well, 15 years later, I think we're still asking the question, what can you do, Ricky? Quarter-final of the Grand Slam, it's good. But he wants more. And I don't think this game's about money. I don't think it's about beating Charlie Manby. I think it's about inspiration. We've got two players playing today, Callan Rids and Ricky Evans, who've suffered tragedy very recently. And I think more than anything else, what Ricky Evans wants to do this afternoon to break new ground is to make his late, great best friend, his sister Alicia, who sadly passed away this year, he wants to make her proud. And if he's got that kind of motivation today, I think he might just win in 6 sets.
Well, we'll see. We've seen a debutant in Justin Hood never really take a backward step. He strolled to victory against Meikle. Can Manby deliver again? He produced that fine display in round one, that controversial end to the game against Cameron Menzies. He then beat the American Adam Savada quite simply in 3 sets. But this, a tough game. It's a race to 4 sets. The winner will play Jan van Veen in the last 16 tomorrow. And Evans has got the throw at the start of the opening set.
Yeah, 2 incredible walk-ons. Manby straight in the 60 twice. Okay. If this is what we're going to have this afternoon on talkSPORT 2, sign us up. Evans, 1, 2, 3 in response. And this is not going to take long in between throws. But as soon as the walk-ons are over, Mark, you've got to draw a line mentally from entertainment to competitor. The walk-ons are done. Now it's time to be the dart player.
Yeah, Evans a little bit loose against the Manby throw. He's down to 285. Manby 60 in front. He's at the hockey. Make that another 60 in front. He's in again. He's looking for another match. Second of the opening leg of the match.
Well, well, well. Somebody's come back to the capital with a vengeance. 45 after 9. Some beginning for a brilliant short course player, and he's showing us he can do long course as well. 13, misses double 16 inside. Does the same with double 8, even though it is a little bit closer.
Yeah, well, he knows he'll be back because Evans has not left the finish here. But a blistering start from Manby. Now, having hit the scoring, can he hit the double to hold? Sorry, to break throw at the start of the match. 2 more missed darts. Ooh, that's 5 he's had now, and the great scoring comes unstuck.
180s for sure. Could be doubles for Doe here for Evans. 89. Needs the ball. Right in the bottom of the ball. And a little look to his family as if to say, yeah, I'm here to hit bulls and doubles, because that's what pays. You don't get any bonuses for maximums.
No, Charlie Manby misses 5 darts to break in the opening leg of the match. He'll be disappointed with that. And only 45 to open up his own leg here on throw. And another treble-less visit. Might just have dented his confidence a little bit.
Yeah, he'll just have to respond. Sounds simplistic, but there are going to be bumps in the road when you play best of 7 sets. It's not going to be smooth sailing for anyone. Good response here from Charlie. That's an imposing 140 with those black-coloured spring onion-style darts. They are very similar, if not identical, to the darts that Gary Anderson's using.
Well, Manby on 260, Evans 257, opening set. 3 legs needed to win a set. 4 sets needed to win the match. Jan van Veen in the last 16 tomorrow. The action now really starting to bubble along here on the talkSPORT network. We're back with you tonight. We'll start off on the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel tonight, but we'll be back on talkSPORT 2 as soon as the Coventry Ipswich game is over on talkSPORT 2. It should be around about 8 o'clock tonight.
Be a good game, that Coventry Ipswich. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to the Darts a bit more. Evans on 157, doesn't get a 57, but stays downstairs anyway, and he's blocked the treble. Hence why he's hit 3 single 19s in the big portion of the single to leave 100. Manby 142.
Can't find the treble 17, it's treble 3. Single 19 and then the treble, so he is down to a manageable finish of 57, but Evans first in. Single 20, will he go tops? He hits one tops but can't hit the second.
My word, he threw that third dart really fast. Almost too fast, per se. Manby, he'll be looking for tops as well, now that he's got the central 17. First double of the match for Manby. Nice bounce back after losing leg one. A leg he really should have won. It's 1-1 in the first set on talkSPORT 2.
Yeah, it is, and that was a nice little check out. But a good start to the third leg from Evans. 140 for him. As Paul mentioned, this is not going to take long, whatever the outcome here. And this is just how we like it. Darts thick and fast on talkSPORT 2.
Yeah, this is a millennial darts match, isn't it? This is how the kids play wherever you go around the world. You don't get many methodical players like Ryan Meikle or Dennis Priestley and those guys anymore, or indeed the girls. If you go to the women's circuit, they're all quick, the kids coming through.
Yeah, not much in this third leg. Evans 3-2-1 at the hockey now. Treble 20, single 20.
100.
A ton, okay, but Manby, he's on 308.
Start on 18s here. Big single, has to go to the 60 now. Plenty of joy.
98.
But only scores 98 to leave 210. Evans is in position here with the darts to get to a finish first. He's low on target
92.
on the 20s and 19s, but the double switch to the 18s is good to leave 128. He'll go back to the 18s when he returns.
He will. Ton for Manby, he's down to a ton 10. 128 for Evans. We saw a plethora of ton plus outs in our opening game. We're not going to get one here from Evans, and that last start was a loose one.
Yeah, single 6 going for the bullseye. He's on 84, Manby's on 110. Single 19, does get treble 17 for tops.
90.
Just underneath. He could have won this set by now, Mark.
He could. Is he going to pay again? Is Evans going to hit the bull again? Oh, not quite. The line was great, but he was just over the top.
20.
Not the same weight of dart as the first shot he had at the bull in leg one. As Manby goes for 10s, misses outside, then slightly inside, and then outside double 5. And the odd-numbered legs in this set, he can't buy a double, and Evans has been given a gift on 25.
Double 8 to hold again. Well, both players have had chances. They could have won all 3 legs of the set, but Manby, you'd argue, 9 darts he's missed on the Evans throw to break it.
There's been a lot made of that massive average from Charlie Manby earlier this year when he beat Patrick Williams by 4 legs to 0 on the development tour. 130.7. It's worth mentioning every day he plays, because nobody else has done that in the Dart Connect era.
140.
Well, look at that. We know that Evans is quick. Just put a stat on the TV, 5.8 seconds the average visit time. Well, Manby is going toe-to-toe in the speed stakes.
Oh, he doesn't mind a quick game. When he won Series 12 at the Motor Super Series at the end of November, he was up against fellow Yorkshireman Tom
44.
Sykes, and he's no slouch. He's quick. But turns out, with 103 average in the final, Manby was too good. And that's just what the doctor ordered for Evans. 180 leaves 137. He's going to get a set shot.
Yeah, he is against the Manby throw. Manby who's hit the bullseye with his second dart. Now he's just checking his score. What he's got left, what he needs. Tried to hit another bull, finds the outer bull. So he's left 167. Evans first in, 137 for the set.
Treble 19 found. 8. I like that play. He went to the 16s. Got the 7, back to the 57 and gets that to leave himself on double 8 if Manby doesn't take 167, which he's not going to now. He's missed the 60.
137.
Barely any time to breathe in this game, but the set might be over.
Double 8 for the set for Evans, just inside. 2 4s, just inside. 2 2s, yes. Rapid Ricky Evans stage. It's the first one in the books, and it's Ricky Evans who leads Charlie Manby by 1-0.
It needs to be magic. It needs to be magic. It is magic. 180. Luke Lickler, get on target.
Ricky Evans in front early on against Charlie Manby, the debutant who had plenty of darts to break the Evans throw in the opening set. Couldn't get it done, and Evans sees it through. 43% on the doubles for Evans. He leads a 7-0 race to 4. Winner plays Jan van Veen. Still to come this afternoon, Nathan Aspinall will have the Palace rocking, that is for sure, as he takes on Kevin Dukes in the penultimate last 32 match. The final one will come this evening. Don't forget, we're on the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel for Rock against Rids, and we'll move over to talkSPORT 2 once the football is done, as Coventry take on Ipswich tonight, live and exclusive on your home of the EFL, talkSPORT 2. Mark Wilson and Paul Nicholson with you for game 2, and Nico, Manby had his chances, and I think that'll give him great comfort. Yes, he lost the first set, but he lost it against the throw, and it's a set he could easily have won.
It's one of those sets where you are trying to figure out what opponent you're going to get today. An 82.99 average from Evans. Maybe Charlie's not going to know that exact statistic, but he will feel intrinsically like this is the kind of game I can win today. But I've just looked into the last 6 times that Evans has been to the last 32. He made his first appearance back in 2014, but the last 2 times 96. He did win the first set when it was best of 7 sets. The first 4, he did not win the first set. So he's trending in that direction in the right way. However, the last 2 times he's been at this stage of the tournament against Darryl Gurney and Rob Owen, he would go on to lose set 2. If Evans can win set 2, I think he's got a brilliant chance of getting the win today.
Yeah, 2-0 would be a nice lead for him, but Manby with another max, his third of the match. He has the throw in the odd-numbered legs in set 2.
59. Charlie require
Manby on
155.
155. Right in the middle of the red bit. Can't find the treble, 19 to go with it, but that's another beautiful layup. 139 leaves double 8.
So quick. I'm talking about Manby, not Evans.
140.
Making this game look even faster than it is. Double 8 for Manby for the first leg of the second set. Just outside, and it's just a little inside, and then misses double 4, and these misses at double, they could start mounting up and costing him now.
Well, treble 17 was the target to give Evans a shot at tops. Didn't get it. He's handy though. He's left himself double 16. Manby needs double 2 to stop the rot of missed doubles. That's not a great dart. Way below the target. Now inside it, double 1, and finally Manby finds a double and holds his throw.
And one of the best things that Charlie has displayed so far on the stage, until about 3 seconds ago, where he flailed his left arm post leg 1, is that he's not getting too exasperated with missing darts at double. He's missed 14 from 16 attempts. That can't continue, especially when it comes to legs that are a little tighter. He left Evans on 110 at the back end of leg 1. I think Evans is going to be slightly better off in leg 2, as he's got the darts, and he finds his second max of the match to leave 181 after 6.
Good response from Manby. His scoring, there's nothing wrong with that at all, but as Paul said, doubling maybe got to sharpen up a little bit. We did see Justin Hunt miss a lot of doubles in his game, still managed to win it comfortably in the end, but it's not a route you want to be taking. But look at this, another Manby max.
He's 46, Evans on 100. First start, small 20, next start, high in the 20, but not in the tops that he wanted. And Manby could be going 2-0 up here. Single 6 only just, tops, 10s. Another 2 misses. If he doesn't polish them up, he's going to pay the price. Evans on tops, he's on 10s now. He's on 5s now. And he's in now. It's 1-1. Genuinely speaking, after what we've seen and heard for the last 10-15 minutes, Manby could be 1 set up and 2-0 up in the second set. As it turns out, it's 1-1 in the second set, and he's 1 set down.
140.
Yeah, fine margins here. Race to 4 sets, of course. Jan van Veen, the European Championship winner, waits in the last 16 tomorrow. And then we have to endure a day off of the darts. What are we going to do for a full day with no darts, Nico?
We're going to call Shane Lowry and Tyrrell Hatton and ask if we can go to their house for a party, because they came to our house last night.
They did. Look like they're having a sneakily good time as well, by the way.
I can't imagine having a night with Shane and Tyrrell being a dull affair.
No. Wouldn't want to be picking up the bar tab either, if I'm honest.
No, well, Shane did buy some very fancy wine at Augusta National for Rory earlier this year. I wouldn't have wanted that receipt either.
119. Ricky require 161.
The money's going through the roof, but it's not quite golf money yet, is it? Here comes Evans from 161. He's down to a now manageable finish. Manby needs 117 to hold his throw here. Hasn't hit the treble 20, and he's not found 19. So Evans with a chance to break.
Great chance. 68 left for 2-1 in the second set. Small 20 again. That's a single 16, 52. And he gets further away from the double with dart 3. I just get the feeling he needs to regulate that pace by about half a second, if not less.
Well, that was a question I was going to ask you, as Manby needs tops to hold. And again, he's not a million miles away. He's clicking the wire, but they're not going in.
Is this going in for Evans? Misses double 8 inside and high, then falls inside, but he gets double 2 on the tertiary dart. It's 2-1, and he'll be asking himself right now, how on earth am I up in this set, considering how many darts at double Manby has had?
Well, here's a question. We're highlighting the pace and the speed of it. Does Manby here just need to take a pause? And I don't mean go, Mensa Sulovic on him, but does he just need to take a pause and play to his own pace rather than he's playing at Ricky Evans' pace at the minute?
1 deep breath. That's all it takes. Because it's very, very easy to be swept up on Ricky does.
42.
I can give you a micro story from the tour. Ricky Evans has beaten me plenty of times, but there was a time he beat me and I didn't even see it. I was walking back from the board with my 3 darts in hand, and in the time I'd passed him on the hockey, 7'9" and a quarter inches, he'd already hit the 144 to win the match. That's how fast he is, and you can get swept up in that. Manby just needs to take one big deep breath and realise, hang on, I'm playing his game, not mine.
Yeah. Evans has got the throw here. Leads 2-1. Second set leads a set to 0 live on talkSPORT 2. And Evans from 238 hits a ton down to 138. Manby against the throws on 210.
That was only a ton from Evans, but that was the best rhythm he's had in scoring all game. Manby 210. 174. Beautifully done to lead 36. Evans has got 138 for the set though. Down for the 19s. Doesn't get enough. There's the 38 with 2 singles and then a big 5. That was a bad dart from Ricky. Leaves 95. Set still alive, but only if Manby takes 36.
Way high. And then inside. Big dart double 9. He's found it. And finally we hear a little bit of emotion. You heard him there shouting at the board. Come on. He knows it's there. He just can't quite find the double. But that's that double 9 there. Crucial. He's now throwing to level up the match at 1-1.
I love the way you're looking at this match, Mark, and I love your words from the previous paragraph as well. Shouting at the board. He did. He shouted at the board like it was a War of the Roses game, and the board is from Lancashire because he's from Yorkshire. But this is a really intriguing set now, and it's turning into an intriguing match.
It is. You are listening to the World Darts Championship live on talkSPORT 2 in partnership with Village Hotels with 34 locations across the UK. Visit villagehotels.com.
36% on the doubles for Evans. He's in for a max. His third. Half a dart ahead. Manby on 261. Still got a chance with the darts, and he's in the 60 as well. What can he leave? 131. Leaves 130. Very gettable when he comes back.
What can Evans leave? He's hit a treble, so he's down to a finish. The ton leaves 137. Manby first in for a level match. 130 needed. He's right in the middle of the red bit. A single leaves the ball for 1-1, and he's just a fraction left of the target.
Well, Evans should have gone bull with his last start to leave 132. I bet it didn't. 137 it is. Gets the 57 tops. Oh, he's just high. It clipped the wire. Now the wire, Spider, weighs less because of that dart from Evans. He's got the 60 to leave double 10 though.
Yeah, it's a great visit. Asks the question. Manby been missing darts. Hits a single 9. Takes a pause. Double 8 for a level match. Manby on target. This could be an absolute classic at the Palace. They're playing at 1,000,000 miles an hour, but there's nothing between them.
Magic. It needs to be magic. It is magic. 180. Luke Lickler, get on target.
Sport, fast and fierce, and we're in the right spot this afternoon on talkSPORT 2 because Ricky Evans and Charlie Manby are going toe to toe. They are slinging the tungsten like boxers sling leather in the middle of the ring. Nothing asked, nothing given. One set apiece, and I just wonder, Charlie Manby hitting that double 9 to go 2-2 in that second set. Is that a pivotal moment? Paul Nicholson alongside myself, Mark Wilson here for game 2 of the day. Still Aspinall and Dutes to come. 1-1 here, and just signs at the end of that set. Manby, as we hoped he would, just taking a pause, and I don't mean a Mensa-Zulovic pause, I mean just a breath, as you said, and it paid dividends for him at the end.
100%. He's got 25 left after missing the 130 for the set in leg 5, and then when he hits the 9, he just takes that micro pause, and that shows that at the age of 20, he's got a great deal of darting maturity. He's played an awful lot of games this year against a whole host of different players, different speeds, different... I mean, he had 7 games in 1 week at the Motors Super Series against Adam Gavlas. If that doesn't give you patience, I don't know what will. He's one of the slowest players in the world. But he starts set 3 with a maximum, does Manby. And Evans knows exactly what he's got to do now. Something he's never done before. And that is win a last 32 match after losing set 2.
Well, it's been a good start to the leg against the Evans throw, but Evans with a 140 works his way back into it. It's rip-roaring stuff here at the Palace as we come towards the end of the last 32. By about 8:30 tonight, we will know our final 16. They're in with a chance of becoming the proud owner of the Sid Waddell Trophy and the champion of the world. And a cool £1 million.
Charlie require 164.
Ricky Evans' parents watching on in the VIP area rather nervously. Manby's got the luxury of leaving 64 from 164. Didn't have to go for the 18s and the bull. He'll be back for 64. Evans is looking at the board rather quizzically because he keeps hitting small 5.
Charlie requires 64.
64 for a break then. And he's hit the treble 16 to leave double 8. Doesn't find it, so his woes against the Evans throw go on.
Where's he going for the 1-3-4 17s? He's got 3. He's got 6. He's got 32 more. Well, that was fast and that was brilliant. A somewhat forgotten finish in the world of steel-tip darts because most people would go treble 18 for 2 double tops. Everybody forgets about the 102 to leave 32, but Ricky Evans doesn't, and again he's in the 5s, Mark.
Yeah, and he just gestured to himself there that he's just drifting. He's not a million miles away, but fractionally to the left of target.
Well, if I may play devil's advocate, from our stage left position, I can see past the stage, there's a door open. Someone over there has got to close that door.
Nothing wrong with them.
No, just keep it open. That's fine. He's just compensating. He's going a little bit to the right.
99.
Wow, what a game. Manby on his own throw has lost the darts here, but Evans now maybe over compensating, goes into the 1 bed. 200 left for him. Manby on 2-4-7. Evans with the opening leg of the 3rd set. 1 set apiece, race to 4.
100.
They really do throw these darts very hard. Listen to the noise that the darts make when they hit the board. Thud. Only 45 and a 41 after the maximum from Evans to leave 155. Manby 147, 1-0 down in set 3, and it's 1 set all. And that's not very good. That only takes the 47 off to leave 100.
155 then, not going to go for Evans. So Manby, well, a good second dart from Evans and then a poor single 1. So he's left 77. Manby 100. Oh, he's hit single 5. Shot still on. Treble 19 will leave double 19. Another missed start at double, and they are starting to mount up now for Manby.
Yeah, 1 good dart and 2 bad ones from Charlie. Single 19, single 18 for tops for 77 now. Evans likes that result, and he likes the fact that he is 2-0 up in this set. However, level of play is very similar to that of set 1. Similar, as Charlie's missing doubles, and Evans is not. Always think about the result, not necessarily about how you get there. Just keep fighting. That's what Evans has got to do. He's going to have to go to the well many, many times in this game if he's going to win it.
Yeah, he is. 15 and a 14 leg of throw at the end of the second set for Manby. Can he produce something similar here in set 3 to turn it around? He's 2-0 down. Great last start, finds a treble, but he's still in arrears.
You know what's forgotten as well, Mark? The fact that this tournament was first won by someone from Yorkshire. The great Dennis Priestley.
Yeah.
I think Yorkshire should be proud of that. First ever winner.
We are, don't worry about that.
139.
Evans on 179. Knocks the 19 off, looking for treble. Finds treble 18 with his last start. That gets him down to a very manageable 86.
That's going to be a set shot as well. They will stay on the stage for another set, possibly after this visit. 18s for Evans. Only one. Gets another one. Bull for the set.
61.
Can't reproduce the heroics from the bullseye that he found in set number 1. 1-2-7 for Manby to survive the set.
He needs treble 19. He's found it. He needs the bull to save the set, and he too's in the green bit. So Evans then back for 25 for a 2-1 lead.
Big 9 found. Double 8 not. Twice. That will annoy him. It's now 3 set darts missed to win this set 3-0. Manby's got 25 again. Same as the end of the last set. Doesn't take a breather this time. Last dart. Misses double 8 outside, just like Evans did. And it might be set over for Evans already.
Double 8 for Evans is found. 3-0. He wins the third set. It leads 2-1, but Manby has missed darts in all 3 legs. That could easily have been 3-0 the other way. 2-1 Evans, race to 4.
50 darts at double in this match. Yes, 50. And we've had 12 hits. The percentages as a whole aren't brilliant. But what I will say is that Evans has had 20 and hit 8. That's 40%. That's very competent. If Charlie keeps missing doubles like he has in the first 3 sets, he's not going to win this match.
60.
He's had a dart to win every leg of the match, barring the 4th leg of the opening set.
Isn't that incredible? He could be sitting with us right now, you know, mid-match saying, oh, 3-0 up in the last 32. This is nice. On my way to another £35,000.
22.
Yeah, long way to go yet, though. This is still edge of the seat stuff. We are where we should be, despite all those Manby missed doubles. If it was all gone on throw, then Evans should be 2-1 up at this point. He had the throw in the first set.
Good from Evans, nice regulation of the speed.
140.
It's a little bit of a stop towards aiming the dart, and it yielded a 140 to leave 160. Manby was forced to go for the bullseye on 135, missed the circle, and then 2 single 20s after to leave 88. Evans 160. This time he doesn't get the treble 20, but he can still leave 60.
55.
He'll have to settle for another treble 5, which leaves 105.
Yeah, that was a poor last start from Evans. Might be irrelevant anyway, because it's double 14 for Manby. Another one on the outside. Oh, he's gone into double 11. That is disastrous.
Only way that could have been worse is if he'd bust it. 105 for Evans. That's a big 20. That is miles away from the treble 19. He's hit a big 7. If these guys are drifting left, it's both of them. It's not just Evans anymore. 3 left for Manby. Double 1 for the first leg of the 4th. Too high. It's starting to take its toll on Charlie, who slumped his shoulders right there.
70. Treble 18 leaves double 8. Now double 4. Missed again. So Manby's in the madhouse. If he doesn't get this, he'll be in there as well.
He's taking a breather. I don't blame him. This is like playing darts in a tornado. Double 1 for the first leg of the 4th set. Perfectly pitched. Feels like a breather for everybody here at Ali Pali. When Charlie said, you know what, I'm going to have a little sip of water. Why don't you all join me? Just for 10 seconds.
90 seconds.
I think Manby has got to slow himself down. I think he's played into Ricky Evans' hands here. He's trying to out Ricky Evans, which is now impossible.
Can't do that. I think there's one person in world darts who can stick with Evans on his pace, and that's Jelle Klaassen. Not even Van der Voort wanted to play Ricky Evans at his pace. And when Evans is doing that, getting his 5th maximum, He's very hard to beat.
53.
He's very hard to stop. 10 maximums in the match now, 5 each. There could be more. And Evans is speeding up.
140.
Yeah. Evans down to 85 after 9. Manby's a mile away. Won't be quite as far away now.
100.
He's got all 3 darts in the treble 20 there. Kissing the left-hand wire. Double top. What an 11 darter that is. I want to know how long that 11 darter took, because that was with the darts, which will make it faster. I reckon that leg probably took 70 seconds.
140.
Oh, he's in again.
140.
Evans. Rapid fire stuff from both here at the Palace. 2-1 Evans leads. Race to 4 for a place in the last 16 against Jan van Veen.
Starting to feel that Evans has got this game exactly where he wants it. He's feeling the darts in his hands, and it's good. He's throwing them, they're coming out the way he wants. But that kind of feeling, you've got to replicate it for the rest of the match. 304 Evans.
96.
Manby with 96 leaves 125. A finish we heard last night on talkSPORT 2 via Gabe Clemens.
Yeah.
58.
Couple of balls involved.
125.
Doesn't need to go that way. Well, he did go that way, hits single 8. Then he hits treble 19, so it's all about the layup. And he'll leave tops when he's back, Manby.
Here comes a maximum. Oh, how fast was that? I didn't even see the 3rd dart. There was a blue flame in the air. Tops from Manby for 2-1. And just like that, the 180 from Evans was a moot point. Seriously. There's not many people standing out there because they're too dizzy.
Well, that was the first leg he's won in the last 5. 9-6 in terms of leg score, but it's 2-1 in sets to Evans, 2-1 in legs to Manby. 4th set, if he wins this leg against the throw, we're all level at 2-2. I think this is going all the way.
Yeah, and sign me up. I love games of darts like this. They're so immersive. But if I may, at this stage, probably the halfway point of the match, the man of the match is Hugh Ware, the referee. Hasn't put a foot wrong.
Oh, this is mental arithmetic on a treadmill. He's having to go a million miles an hour
57.
here. My thoughts as well with the TV director and the spotter who've got to keep up with this. We've all on watching where they're going anyway. Crackers darts.
98.
208 Evans, he's at the hockey now, small 20, has to cover. 19s are good,
96.
4 of them to leave 112. Manby back on 303. He's got a 2-1 lead in the 4th, trying to leave a finish. Needs 2 treble 20s to do it, and he can't do it. 59, not good enough. 244, Evans for 112.
Hits the treble, hits the 12, and doesn't quite find tops.
I know dart players speeding up as they get more comfortable is quite normal, but Evans takes it to the max, so to speak. Manby doesn't max, he gets a 140 to leave 104. Evans hits tops and makes it 2-2 in set 4. We have reached a monumental moment in this really quick game. If Manby holds, it will be 2 sets all. If Evans breaks, it'll be 3 sets to 1 for the man from Kettering.
Yeah, it will. He's got Kettering emblazoned on the sleeve of his shirt. And how often do we see that? One player goes trebleless in a big leg and the next player goes trebleless as well.
Evans has said that he wants to be the darting version of Charlie Hull and Kyron Wilson, the 2 biggest sports stars from Kettering. He wants to be part of that little cabal.
58.
Well, he's not doing bad, but he's not found a treble yet. So 3-4-1 Manby, 2-1 in sets. Manby wins this leg, it's 2-2 in sets. Evans wins this leg, it'll be 3-1.
What a chance this is for Evans to get back into a leg that is not very good. Manby only 281 after 9. Evans 403.
95.
And even with 95, he's back in the leg.
Well, Manby just let out a big puff of his cheeks. You'd think he'd just done a day on the building site. He looks cream crackered, the lad, doesn't he?
I'm not surprised. Playing darts at a million miles an hour, that's exactly what he's doing. 18s are plenty for Evans, but it's only 5. That gets him to 218. Manby's still in charge on 182 with the throw here.
In treble 19. And again, brilliant visit from Manby. He's going to get darts to level up the match.
96.
96 from Evans leaves 1 2-2. To take us into the last break of the match, Manby needs 48 for 2 sets all. That's a big 8. Can he get tops? Can he get 10s? He's missed tops. He's hit 10s. We're going deep in match number 2. In the words of Mark Wilson, but we've still got more fuel in the tank after the break. It's 2-2.
It needs to be magic. It needs to be magic. It is magic. 180. Luke Lickler, get on target.
The action continues thick and fast. Ricky Evans against Charlie Manby, 2-2. Race to 4 for a place in the last 16 tomorrow against Jan van Veen. Still to come, Nathan Aspinall will take on Kevin Duke's final game of the afternoon. And already through this afternoon, Happy Feet, Justin Hood beat Ryan Meikle 4 sets to 1. The debutant through to the last 16. How will he get on? We'll find out tomorrow as the round 4 action gets underway. 2 games from round 4 tonight. Still to come, 1 more game tonight in the 3rd round. That'll see Callan Ridge taking on Josh Rock, the World Cup winner from Northern Ireland. 2-2 here. Charlie Manby, I dare say he doesn't look that hot and bothered when he has done a day on the building site, but the young fella held his nerve at the end of that set, Paul Nicholson, to level up at 2-2. It just feels destined we're going all the way here.
Yeah, it really does. Every time Ricky comes here, we expect games to go the distance. It was quite surprising, actually, that in round 1, when he was playing our friend from Hong Kong, Man Lok Leung, that it was 3-0. That was Ricky's best performance in this tournament statistically, with 92.26. But when he played James Wade in the previous round, it went to 10 legs in the last set. That is something he has experience of in the past. And I wouldn't be surprised if we have to go all the way once again. Well, Manby is having practice darts on the stage there. There's just been an explosion of dart on dart, and 2 darts fell on the floor. Might as well get those out of the way in the practice darts and not in the competitive stuff.
Yeah, race to 4, 2-2. Evans with a throw, but if we get to 3 sets each and 2 legs each, we'll go into a tie-break situation where you've got to win by 2 clear legs.
140.
Are we going that way? Are we destined to go all the way?
There's been a big story already this afternoon in darts, because that win for Justin Hood has knocked Mario van der Behard outside of the top 64, and that clickety-clack you can hear is Mario booking his spot at Q School.
190.
Maximum from Manby, back on this game then, and Evans trailed in the first leg,
100.
and he started this leg. He's not on a finish. He's on 195, and Manby is now.
There he is. 85 scored. Oh, brilliant visit. Brilliant from 181, 145 lead, double 18. And that will be for a 10-dart leg.
He's got these spurts, remember? We spoke about his 130 average earlier this season, which was best of 7 legs. And there's a 10-darter from Champagne.
Charlie Manby.
He used to be nicknamed the Beast, you know. And he's only 20 and he's had 2 nicknames already. I think Champagne's going to stick, though. 1-0 Manby with a 10-darter.
Game on.
Yes, I'm going to say it. He's averaging 150 in the set.
81.
Well, his average actually went up after his first 2 darts there, believe it or not. But it is back to business. 81 scored Manby. Leads with a break at the start of set 5, and he's in the red, but he's really finding his stride now, isn't he?
Yeah, the set record was set last year, or should I say broken, by Luke Littler. Legs of 11, 10 and 11 for 32 darts in a set. He broke the previous record of Gedwin Price, which is 33 darts in a set. That was in the final in 2021.
And just to put that into context, Paul, Manby has missed 32 darts at a double. So he's missed a set worth of darts, and he's still averaging 90.
There you go.
47.
That was some quick maths. It's not just Hugh Ware on the ball today, Mark.
I'm trying. I've just about had enough fingers and toes. After that, I'm struggling. But Evans is going to get a chance here to break straight back, because he's on 186.
81.
And he takes 81 off that, so he's got 105 left. Manby on 237.
If someone hits a 10-darter against you in the first leg of a set, you say it only gets you 1 leg, it doesn't get you the next. And Evans has done really well to leave 105 here after 12 to try and break back. He's not going to get to the bullseye off the treble 18 because he didn't find it with the last 2 darts. He's got 68 left. Manby 139.
He's made a bit of a mess of that, hasn't he? He's opened up the door here, Evans, although Manby is at a big 5 and then a single 12. That was a woeful visit from Manby.
This shouldn't be. Treble 20 for Evans and the double 4. And let me tell you, that double 4 was in the epicenter of that double. That's probably positionally the best dart he's thrown all match to make it 1-1. 2 sets all as well.
Yeah, level game. Back on throw with Evans, but only 58. And Evans starting to feel the pace now. This is some heavyweight darts we're watching now. They are just throwing and throwing and throwing.
I just wonder, with all of the games that Charlie's played this year, the grueling challenge to her days, the grueling development to her days, the grueling Monday to Saturday stuff at the Motor Super Series. He's younger by 15 years, yes, but he's also got a really good darting engine. I think he could play best of 13 sets, no problem. He doesn't have to today. He's going to need everything to be quality within the 7 sets he plays. And he's starting to play a little bit better now.
Yeah, it just feels like the game has slowed a touch, and that, you feel at the minute, is suiting Manby more than Evans.
Yeah, he started to sweat it up at the end of the James Wade game, and he just about had enough left. What's Manby got on 167? Doesn't get the 57 start, but he's got 6 from here. Small 18, and a glorious treble 20 at the end to make his score 70. When he comes back, he's still got 6 darts. Evans is north of a finish on 187.
70 the target, treble 18 not found, so single 18, single 20 leaves double 16, and he's just inside, knowing he'll be back for double 8.
He's not been brilliant in the bottom left corner. Double 16 and double 8 have not really been his friend.
85.
how did Ricky throw that third dart so fast? It wasn't an illegal dart either, because it was called fair by Hugh Ware. Double 8 for Manby. 1-1. Can it be 2-1 in the fifth? It most definitely is. Evans got nowhere near a double. He was left on 102. And that's a break of throw, so Manby could take the lead if he takes this leg or the next. Are things starting to get too tricky for Ricky once again?
Quite possibly.
137
for Manby on his own throw. Knows if he wins the leg, he goes in front for the first time in the match. And Evans is getting frustrated by the 5-bed action here. There's too many fives. He's gone Wayne Mardle-esque on us at the minute.
It's Ricky that needs to take a breath now. He's playing in his own tornado and he's losing, because Manby is starting to dictate the pace a little bit here. He's slowed it down by about 1.5 seconds to 2 seconds, and it's suiting him down to the ground.
It is.
58.
Manby 2 visits away, because Evans is a mile behind and he's in the red bit from 2-2-4.
Did you notice that, Mark? Charlie got to the hockey just a little bit later there. He's waiting for Ricky to pass and then he's approaching. That's how he's dictating the pace. And Ricky's getting frustrated by it. It's not gamesmanship, it's just really clever.
Yeah, it is. 1-2-4, doesn't have to go treble 18. Might wish he had it now. He's hit single 5, then single 19. 80 needed, but the relief for Manby is Evans is on 3-3-7, and he's, well, the darts are slipping. He's getting upset with himself, Ricky Evans, now.
Yeah, because the time is ticking away as his opponent is starting to improve. Ricky is deteriorating before Manby's eyes, who's got 80 to win this 5th set. Single 16, followed by another, and another big one to leave 32. He's going to persevere in the bottom left corner. Evans taking a timeout.
Well, he's got sweaty hands. I don't see a towel on his table, which you would be thinking, why have you not got a towel on the table there? He's getting incredibly frustrated with himself. Manby to go 3-2 up, double 16. Another couple of darts left in hand. He might need them. Well, how did that last one not go in? It hit the other 2 and somehow stayed out.
I have absolutely no idea. But to answer your question about the towel, if you're going for a walk in the desert, you take your sunglasses. If you're going on the Ali Pali stage, you need a towel. It gets very, very warm.
32, take 2 for Manby. Just pauses. His dark green darting shirt. Now he needs the bright green of double 16, which he finds courtesy of a kind deflection. And for the first time in the match, Manby leads. He's a set away from £60,000 and a spot in the last 16.
Started the set with a 10-darter, ended the set with an 87.74 average. But the worrying thing for Ricky is that he averaged 73. If he doesn't get a hold of Charlie soon, he's going to be popping a cork into the last 16. And there'll be even more people on the bubble on the tour card race thinking, oh, not this guy. They've still got a problem with Andreas Harrison. What is it about debutants who don't have tour cards this year?
59.
Well, they've seized the challenge. That's what the problem is. The door was ajar to anyone and everyone.
Open it up to 128 players from all over the world, from different systems, and this shows that the system works. I tip my hat to you, Matt Porter. I really do.
Well, we said it the other day. Manby's got the throw at the start of the 6th set, leads 3-2. The events in Africa that have, you know, led to a Kenyan coming here and winning for the first time. The clamour to be involved in that qualification tournament next year will be astronomical.
Absolutely, and our good friend from the media department of the PDC, Dave Allen's been promoted to head of global development recently. He's going to be overseeing all of that stuff. And Manby's overseeing a possible victory now after hitting the 850th maximum of the tournament. 42 left for him for 1-0 in set 6.
Double 16, way inside. Double 8, found. Manby possibly now 2 legs away. And if this was a running race, then Evans looks like he's running out of steam. Manby looks like he's just getting warmed up.
Absolutely. If this game is a steam train, Charlie Manby is chugging right now, and Evans is running out of fuel. This game is nowhere near as fast as it once was. It almost feels as if Ricky is losing energy because he believes he just can't win this game from this position. I assure him he can, but he just needs a little injection of belief.
Yeah, all that gesticulating about sweaty hands, etc. I just think it plays into Manby's hands. Manby knows he's got him rattled here, and he's just piling on him.
Kind of glad that Mace is not in the chair right now, because I know exactly what his opinion is of Ricky when it comes to games like this. He thinks it's a conditioning thing. Well, that's a 1 with the last dart for Manby. A lot of the people here at Ali Pali thought it was a maximum. And he's got that smug look on his face right now, as if to say, yeah, show me the money.
Yeah. He's also got that smug look on his face. It's about to ring his boss and say, you know what, boss, I don't think I'll be in tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll tell you where you can take your bricks.
Now, Paul, come on, family show.
I meant give them to the next guy.
Oh, okay. 3-2, Manby leads 1-0 up in the 6th set. And he's on 80 here. Went for the treble 16. 2 singles, so a single again will leave double 16.
Second time he's had the luxury of going 16s on 80. That is not good for Ricky Evans, who is out of punches.
59.
Another troublous visit. He's now got 41 compared to Charlie's 26.
Double 16 just clips the outside wire. Oh, and again, what can he see? Enough of it. Enough of it. He looks round at the family and friends. Start dialing that number, he says. Another leg, and he's through to the last 16 of the world.
The irony of that hit. He hits 32, does Charlie Manby, and he left Ricky Evans on 1-3-2. The shot known as Champagne. But the man known as Champagne is 1 leg away from the last 16 of the PDC World Darts Championship. I remember when Raymond Smith of Australia made the last 16 without a tour card. It was big news. Big news. But it's looking very likely there's going to be 2 without a tour card making the last 16 this time around.
Yeah, well, 2 debutants through to the last 16 if Manby gets the job done here, and Ricky Evans has not got the enthusiasm he had about an hour ago, and he's just not happy with himself. He's talking to himself, he's trying to find an answer, but I think he's beaten himself here, Ricky Evans, and he's just thrown those 3 darts away.
He's got no answers. It's like he's looking for a word in the dictionary. He doesn't know what word he's looking for. And there is no sympathy from Manby. He wants to get across the line with a possible 11 darter, and Evans is waving the white flag.
Yeah, he's throwing them away. They said there might be some tears from Ricky Evans at the end of this, because this has been ripped out of his hands. Remember, he led 2 sets to 1. And the setup complete for Manby. The fairy tale about to go on. Evans, well, a dart on the floor. He's frustrated, and
it wasn't in, Ricky. If it was in, it would have been on the board.
Yeah, it would. Manby taking a moment here. Speaks to his family and friends. Hugh Ware says he needs 32 points for £60,000 and a place in the last 16. And a stage that is his own. Manby hits double 16 at the first time of asking. A handshake from Evans, who was gracious and magnanimous in defeat. But Evans has been out Evans. There's a new young gunslinger in town. His name is Charlie Manby, and he's going to be a force to be reckoned with. He will take on calm and cool and collected. And he has done a job on Ricky Evans, and he's through to the last 16. Life-changing times for Charlie Manby, but the journey is not anywhere near finished yet. He's beaten Evans by 4 sets to 2.
This young man is making...
setting the dart scene on fire. Manby is through. We'll hear in a moment who will conclude that particular part of the draw, because Nathan Aspinall takes on Kevin Dukes. Winner of that will take on Luke Humphries, all in that little part of the draw. But just explain to us how good their performance that was from Manby. All right, average is just under 90. He's missed 41 darts at a double. He's not going to get away with that against Jan van Veen, but he's created all those opportunities with his heavy scoring.
Correct. It's not about stats all the time. It's about how you react to certain situations. In the first set, he was missing doubles wherever he went, and then he responded really well by winning the second set. After that, he still missed a few darts at double, but he was creating more chances, like you said, and I like the maturity. It's the timing of some of the reactions that we got. One was taking the little regulated timeout to say, this is too quick for me. I'm just going to have a sip of water and figure it out. Then he controlled the pace, and he also controlled the quality in the last set, and this typifies set number 6. Manby, 98.02. Evans, 64.79. It all went wrong for Evans. He's now got to ask why, then put it right. Otherwise, he will never make the last 16. This guy's just done it the first time of asking.
Yeah, Ricky Evans for the 7th time falls at the last 32 stage. No such trouble for Charlie Manby, another debutant through to the last 16. 2 spots remain tonight. We'll see Callan Ridge take on Josh Rock, but coming up next, Nathan Aspinall will take on Kevin Doots. Winner of that one will face Luke Humphries. For Charlie Manby, we'll hear him back tomorrow on the talkSPORT network. He will take on Jan van Veen. The new gunslinger in town is Manby, and he's beaten Evans by 4 sets to 2.